Hello everyone, I'm Dan Filgreen, and this is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, August 7th. On today's show, we learn about tea tree oil and how it can benefit your skin. Tim Lochridge will join us to discuss how a new refund option is available for your life care contract. We'll also visit the Springs, where residents are learning how to ballroom dance without ever having to leave their chairs. But first, we have a unique event coming tomorrow that will help you create your perfect image. When you get dressed in the morning, you may not realize the impact that wearing a certain color might have on your mood and your interactions with others throughout the day. Christine Sherlock is a professional image consultant with a firm called Image Matters, and she can help you pick the colors that are right for you, enabling you to feel great and get the most accomplished every day. She'll be visiting Shell Point tomorrow morning at 10:15 a.m. in the Social Center on the island. Sign up for this event by calling the Island Service Desk at 454-2282 or the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054. Something else that can help you feel great is a visit to the Shell Point Salon and Spa. Not only can they help with your image, but they have products available that can contribute to your overall health. One of those new products is called tea tree oil, and Robin Church is here to tell us all about it.
Hi, my name is Robin, and I'm here in the Island Salon just to share a little information with you about tea tree oil. I think this is fantastic. It comes from the tea tree plant, which is found in South Wales and Australia only, and it's a natural antiseptic. It's great for your skin, for your nails, and for your scalp. If you have any areas of psoriasis or eczema, you can massage in a little tea tree oil, and it's very therapeutic and will help reduce those symptoms. It's really a great product. Over the next few weeks, if you purchase a bottle of our tea tree oil, you'll receive 10% off the price. So it's a great time to add this to your arsenal in your medicine cabinet for great things for your body. All right, if you have any questions, just stop by the salon or give us a call at 489-8400. Thanks, and make it a great day.
There's a lot happening at Shell Point, and much of it is happening behind the scenes. For example, in Palm Acres, right outside the island's security gate, Shell Point recently broke ground on a new house, which will serve as the model for our upcoming neighborhood, the Estuary. The Estuary is a first at Shell Point, offering twin villas and signature homes in a spacious plot of land next to the Shell Point Golf Club. But the houses aren't the only new concept. Shell Point is also offering a new life care contract, which includes either a 75% or a 90% refund of your founder's fee. And for a limited time, they are also offering current Shell Point residents the chance to convert their contracts to the new option, which is called the A Refundable Contract. We asked Tim Lochridge to give us all the details.
Hi everybody, it's Jared Pike here with Shell Point TV. We're talking about a new contract here at Shell Point, and who better to tell us about it than our Vice President of Finance, Tim Lochridge. Tim, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jared.
First, a little background. For its history, Shell Point has generally had one kind of contract, an unlimited contract that includes assisted living and skilled nursing. But there's never been a refund available upon your demise. Well, in 2008, that changed. We adopted the C contract. We have A, B, and C now. And the C contract, which did not include assisted living or skilled nursing, did allow for a refund to your estate. Well, when the Estuary was announced recently, Shell Point decided that they could take the best parts of both contracts, the unlimited coverage and the possibility of a refund, and combine them into a new contract called the A Refundable. And this was going to be a new thing coming on just for residents of the Estuary. Well, we thought we'd give the opportunity for current residents to take advantage. The reason Tim is here is because the numbers are a little bit complicated, and we have our cheat sheets here, but to give us kind of the bullet point about the refundable contract. What kind of refund is it?
Okay. We have two refund contracts that we've developed, a 75% refund and a 90% refund. Both of those are based upon the age of the resident that's going to be making the conversion. So that calculation comes up with an additional entrance fee that the resident will pay. And for that additional fee, they will then get, upon their demise, either a 75% or a 90% refund to their estate.
Okay, so you pay a certain amount extra up front, and then there's a refund due to their estate.
Right, and that refund, though, is based upon the entire entrance fee that they paid, their original fee plus the additional amount that they paid.
Okay. For a current resident who has already paid their founder's fee,
correct,
it can get a little complex, because if they want to take advantage of this contract, there are a fair number of calculations. So give us kind of an example. If a current resident paid a certain amount, take us through a sample of what they would pay.
Okay, if we can look at this example, you'll see that this resident is age 77 years old in our example, which happens to be our average entrance age here at Shell Point. And for that age, the additional fee that will be charged will be 58% on their original entrance fee. 58% is based upon the age of the resident. So the younger the resident is, the less that fee will be. The older the resident, the more the fee will be. So for that additional fee, now let's say that resident paid $100,000 as their original entrance fee. Could have been a couple of years ago. So we add the 58% onto that. We get a total of $158,000. So 58% is the $58,000 additional fee added to their original fee. So they've paid in total $158,000. But for that, on their demise, they will get 75% of that total back as a refund. $118,500 will be their 75% refund upon their demise.
Okay. So there is an opportunity there for someone who possibly wanted to take advantage of a refund, but it wasn't available when they first signed up.
Exactly.
Now they can take advantage, and but there are some eligibility requirements.
Yes.
Tell us about those.
Yeah, just a couple. You have to be 85 years or younger, so not over 85 years old. You have to be living in independent living still. You can't permanently be in assisted living or in skilled nursing. And finally, there'll be a basic health care review just to make sure you haven't contracted any disease recently that would significantly shorten your expected life. But basically, most of our residents should be eligible for this.
So, Tim, there are some details involved in this conversion. For example, if you cancel your contract early, you only get a refund of a certain amount.
That's correct.
So there are some stipulations, so it's important that people contact you.
That's correct. So in our example, the refund would be 75% of that extra $58,000 that was paid, not the entire entrance fee of $158,000.
If someone cancels.
If you cancel, correct.
Yeah, right. And I was talking before we started taping that I've always known with you in charge of the finances, I didn't have to worry about anything because Shell Point is very conservatively run. We wouldn't embark on something like this without knowing that the finances are sound, not only for Shell Point, but also for the resident.
Right.
And that's why this, we call it a contract conversion, is a little complex, and every person will be different. So
exactly.
How would they take advantage of this? What's the first step?
Okay, the first step would be to express their interest to me, that they're interested in possibly converting to this product. They can do that by calling me at 454-2230 or emailing me at timlochridge@shellpoint.org. And that's Lochridge with an H, Lochridge. Everyone gets that wrong.
Right.
So that would be to express an interest, and then I will prepare a personal calculation for them and send that to them along with an informational sheet about the details, some of which we've discussed today. Then if they're still interested after that, they get back to me and we'll set up an appointment to get together and discuss further and hopefully complete the transaction.
Okay. And there is a little bit of deadline because this isn't going to last forever.
That's correct.
Because this is a new contract. This is kind of a one-time chance for you to convert your current contract to a refund if you're interested.
That's correct.
And so the current deadline is?
The limited time frame will be from June 10th to September 10th for our residents who are here year-round. And then there'll be another period in January for our snowbirds that come back at that time. But then after that, you will not be able to convert after that point.
Okay. So this is a one-time thing. If you're interested in contract conversion to a new refundable contract, contact Tim Lochridge. Give me your phone number again.
454-2230.
And you can also email him as well, and he'll work through the personalized calculations to see what the refund would be for you and your estate. So again, this is Jared Pike with Shell Point TV.
Here at Shell Point TV, we love to film dance classes because it's clear that many Shell Pointers just love to dance. Just this year, we've profiled ballroom dancing, line dancing in the variety show, and square dancing in the Island Health Club. But what if you have issues with balance and stamina, but you still want to dance? The folks at the Springs came up with a unique solution to this problem. Teach ballroom dancing steps without ever having to get out of your chair. We talked with instructor Carol Ashley to learn more.
This idea was born in the beauty salon where I volunteer. Many of the residents at the Springs had expressed a desire to have a dance class. Planning with Skylar, we decided that safety would be our utmost concern. So I Googled the idea, and I found that there are assisted living facilities throughout the country that have a dance class while the seniors are seated. And so we got the idea of our seated seniors dance class.
I'm very appreciative that Carol created a dance class for our residents because not only do they love music, but most of them either love or loved to dance, and now when we get music in here and they are sitting in their chair and they just want to dance, now they're able to dance because Carol taught them some moves from their chairs, so it's great.
These dances are actual dances, ballroom dances. I just modified some of the steps that I use in my ballroom dance class and modified them so that they could do them while sitting down. All the dances I did today are actual ballroom dance steps, just modified so that they could do them with their toe or their heel while they're seated.
I feel like it works the brain more than actual body, but we know it works the body because clearly they're moving, but having to think and remember the steps and what's coming next I think is very beneficial to the brain, but yet they're still moving, so it's great.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, yes, definitely. That was great fun.
I liked it all. There wasn't any part that I didn't like. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
I love it. I really like it. Yeah, it's good for you.
That was a good workout.
If you're intrigued by seated ballroom dancing, then we've got a volunteer opportunity for you. We're looking for someone to lead this activity in the King's Crown and the Arbor on a regular basis, as well as the Springs. If you're interested, call our Assisted Living Activities Supervisor, Inga Breedall, at 454-2219 to learn more. Now it's time to cover all of today's happenings from Resort Services, followed by your menus and Village Church connections.
Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley, and I'm here with Suzanne Savada, and we're going to go over our activities we're offering for you today here at Shell Point. At 9 o'clock, we're going to find Jurassic Travel in the egret room, helping residents with their personal travel plans. Also at 9 o'clock, we have a round-robin men's doubles tennis game down at the Woodlands tennis courts. The watercolor group with Phil Hilton will be down in the art studio at 9 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, we have the ladies' Bible study in the Osprey Room on the island. 10:15, those model yacht sailors will be out with their boats at the Woodland Commons Lake. Then we move to 11:30, where we have a Health Connections Agility and Flexibility class. That's in the Health Club. Currently, that's full. That's our short list for Wednesday morning. Here's Suzanne for the afternoon.
At 1 o'clock, we have chess being played in the Library Lounge on the island. At 1:45, we have a Health Connections, Balance, and Mobility Training Level 1 in the Health Club on the island, and it is closed. At 3 o'clock, the Bible Study Group will meet in the Community Room of King's Crown. Also at 3, we have a Health Connections, Pilates Stretch in the Health Club on the island. At 3 o'clock, the Memory Care Group will meet on the 3rd floor craft room of King's Crown. Sign up is required. And at 4 o'clock, the Lilly & Company Jewelers will be here for the weekly jewelry service in the egret room on the island. 4:30 is the time for indoor bocce at the Health Club on the island. And our last Wednesday activity is 7:15 prayer and praise in the village church on the island. That's all for Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is short ribs with scalloped potatoes and green beans. For dinner, it's the pasta buffet for $8.95, and the soup of the day is Duchess. In the Island Cafe for lunch today, enjoy a teriyaki chicken sandwich with pineapple and a cup of soup for $6.95. For dinner, the special is fried shrimp for $7.95. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill on Wednesday are ribeye for $18.95 or mussels for $12.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
I'm Randy Woods, and as a director of Village Church Choir, just count it such a privilege to work with those here in our church and community to sing God's praises together. And throughout the year, we have opportunity to welcome guest artists to share in the ministry of the choir and to sing together. Just recently, we had a group entitled Inspirata. The group was with us in November, and one of the soloists from that ensemble was Dwayne Moody. He's a fine tenor soloist, has sung opera around the world and on Broadway. In New York, he was also part of the program entitled Three More Tenors. But Dwayne sang with the choir, an old spiritual that is one of my favorites. This arrangement by Moses Hogan is entitled Give Me Jesus. No doubt you're familiar with the title and the text. But as the choir was privileged to sing, we share with you again today this recording as you hear Dwayne Moody singing the solo lines and the choir singing Give Me Jesus. I trust that that will be your prayer this day, that you would come to know the sufficiency of Christ and all of God's blessings as we wait on Him. It's a wonderful new year and a great opportunity to once again pause and sing this prayer together. Give me Jesus.
Die. Oh,
We're glad you've joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as Mark Tesoro shares some tips on avoiding the biggest cause of injury and death among seniors, and that's by preventing falls. We'll also learn why Jared was dressed up like a farmer, stealing produce from the island gardens and selling it on the street. This had better be good. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, August 7th. I'm Dan Philgreen, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.